I think the most important thing to say is how life-changing Support Our Scholars has been to me, and how it has given me such the opportunity to talk about the one thing that I feel the most passionate about in life, outside of my faith, is the power of education, and how one person can influence someone and help them be educated, and how that can change generations and generations.
Susan Johnson never set out to create something transformational, but she did when she founded Support Our Scholars. SOS has been nothing short of a lifeline, a pathway to brighter futures for impoverished young women who just need a chance. It could be you who makes that difference in a young woman's life, something Susan knows for a fact, because it was a mentor who made a difference in hers.
I know lots of people have heard how that happened, that I was a very young mother. I had dropped out of high school. That was so devastating to me, the thought that I would never be able to go ahead and fulfill my dreams of education, that I quit high school right then. I knew it was basically over. I wasn't going to be able to graduate.
By 21, her dreams had all but vanished. She was lost in life and overwhelmed as the mother of 2 children, one with special needs. Jake was born deaf and blind.
There's just no way to really express that, what you go through when you realize that you have a child who will never see the world, never hear your voice.
Desperate, with no idea where to turn, she reached out for help and found it in the most unlikely person, a 71-year-old retired teacher who became the mentor she never knew she needed.
And I will never forget that day. It was a life-changing day for me. And she began to walk beside me and help me to understand that I had made some poor choices, but that my life was not over. And then when I told her that I hadn't finished high school, she immediately brought over the schedule for the GED. And then she began to talk to me about going to Seminole Community College. She was in my life until she was 93. I really realized when she was gone how much impact she had had on all of our lives.
Susan was driven to make a difference. She thought about starting a scholarship fund for high school women, but when she looked into it, she discovered something puzzling, that money alone didn't seem to help. She realized it's not money, it's mentoring that changes lives. At the same time, Susan was running a popular Park Avenue clothing store, which catered to successful people from many walks of life, so she shared her ideas and found some interest. And just like that, Support Our Scholars was born. Yes, to offer scholarships, but most important, to offer the gift that unlocks the power of education, mentorships.
It is the key to changing all the dynamics in the poverty cycle. As she walks beside you as your mentor, she helps you understand why you're taking art history. She helps you understand why the gift of learning how to write is important.
And here perhaps is the most important point of all, and the reason that Support Our Scholars is so necessary to the futures of young women.
But nothing can change your life like a successful, dedicated woman to walk beside you. There's no amount of money that can provide what she can give you.
One of the best things about mentoring for Support Our Scholars is that the mentors get every bit as much out of it as the recipients. It's a feeling that's almost indescribable.
There's nothing like the privilege of being able to impact someone's life. I mean, isn't that what we all wish we could do, is change one little thing in the world? And we're not solving everybody's problems or the homeless problem or the but if we change your life and you become a pharmacist and you raise a completely different child. As an educated woman, you will raise a completely different child. You will marry a different person. You will spend your evenings differently with that child. Your children will have a different worldview. You will never be the same. And it is something that will change generations and generations. And that's the goal.
an organization based on the foundation of personal relationships, of one-to-one compassion, of understanding, and of heart. So much more powerful and effective than money alone, and as Support Our Scholars continues to grow, evolve, and improve our community, it's the story of its origin, the lessons proved by founder Susan Johnson that underscore the value and effectiveness of education. Complete education.
But what an advantage it is if you have the opportunity to have a college education, and how it grows your mind and exposes you to things that you would never, ever get the opportunity to think about and people that you meet. And so to me, to be able to have been part of a mentoring program for young women that changes their life and give them education has been like the best thing that could have ever happened for me in my life.
It could be one of the best things that happens in your life, too. Join the journey. Learn how you can be the difference at supportourscholars.org.